Metro Weather Watch, evening update for the Evansville metro area and surrounding tri-state communities, with meteorologist Nathan Kitchens.
Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to your evening update. This update is brought to you by Vinny's Auto Detail. Visit them at their Evansville and Mount Vernon, Indiana locations. This will be a great time to get your vehicle spruced up, and be sure to tell them that Metro Weather Watch sent you. Okay, we have a lot to talk about, of course, in this update. We're going to take a look at our latest on the colder temperatures coming in, and of course the snow chances for the weekend as well. First off, we do have a chance for maybe a couple rumbles of thunder tomorrow night as a cold front will be coming through the area. This is the outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. They have marginal risk over Missouri right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does get pushed just a little bit further east, but overall we are really not concerned at this point about severe weather at all in our area, but could see a couple rumbles of thunder as a cold front comes through tomorrow night. So take a look at your weather headlines here. We have, of course, we had a great day today. We had temperatures in the mid-60s, hardly a cloud in the sky. I mean, this was just a perfect March day, you know, with the trees blooming and everything. It's just, you know, it's ridiculous to have colder weather coming back in the forecast, I know, but Thursday looks like a great day. We're going to have sunshine again. Look at these temperatures, though. We're going to see lower 70s, I think, in Evansville. Probably a high around 70, 71. We could overachieve a little bit tomorrow, so those temperatures are going to really warm up nicely with sunshine. Then this all changes starting Thursday night. There's going to be a strong cold front coming in from the north. There's a lot of cold air up in the northern U.S. right now, just waiting to push southward, and it's going to, believe me. The cold front's going to come through tomorrow night, and as this moves through, we are going to have a risk for showers, and we could see a couple thunderstorms over, especially our western and southern counties. And the marginal risk, like right now, looks to stay west and south of our area. That risk would be for some hail and wind, but that's really just to the west of us. So right now, we're not concerned about that. But showers and maybe a couple rumbles of thunder for a few of you tomorrow night. But the bigger story will be the temperatures on Friday that will really start to drop. So after some 70-plus degree readings on Thursday, highs on Friday will probably not. It's going to struggle to get out of the 40s. We probably won't get out of the 40s Friday. So we'll hover in those 40s with a breezy day, and so it's going to be a very chilly day on Friday. And these temperatures are going to continue to drop Friday night. This cold air just continues to ooze in. In fact, by Saturday morning, we're probably going to be below freezing across the entire area. And obviously, that's going to set the stage then for our snow chances. As we drop below freezing, our precipitation will start to move into the area. We're going to have a chance for some snow on Saturday. All of us have the chance for snow, but certainly some of us stand a much better chance than other areas based on the latest data. We're going to go into detail here in a second, so just hang on. And then that's not the only shot of a little snow in the forecast. We actually have another system Monday and Monday night that's looking more, to where we could see a little more snow out of that one too, the one it was looking like yesterday. So we have at least a chance for a mix on Monday and Monday night. So, we'll see how that one plays out. But that's, our Saturday snow chance isn't the only, a system that has the potential to at least produce snowflakes for us, because we're having a much colder pattern coming in from Saturday. And this is going to continue through the middle of next week. So we're talking several days here, just chilly weather, and each night getting below freezing. So, okay, so let's go into detail here on those Saturday snow chances and the latest on what the models have been doing here. Yesterday I mentioned that the computer models were trending south, and they've continued that south trend over the past 24 hours. And I still think everybody in the tri-state has a chance to see snow on Saturday, but certainly it looks like our Indiana counties have the lowest chance right now, based on the latest data. And certainly if you're in our western Kentucky counties and far southern Illinois counties, you have a good chance right now to get snow and potentially some accumulating snow on Saturday. And it's still too early to discuss totals, I know. Given the uncertainty, a lot of uncertainty still, and one, the track of the system, the exact path of that snow band, and that heavy precipitation, and B, the strength of the system too, that's also going to play a big role here. So there's still some pretty high uncertainty in that regard. So that's why we can't throw out totals yet. Maybe tomorrow night when you're watching this update, we might start to throw out some ideas on totals. But tonight I still can't do that yet, because we're still trying to pin down exact strength and track of the storm. And I did want to show you guys though a map that I drew up, just looking at all the data and kind of coming up with my thoughts here. This is just the initial idea on where I think the best chances to see snow and accumulating snow on Saturday would be in that area in blue. So our southern Illinois counties, pretty much all of our western Kentucky counties. Certainly if you're watching me from the Madisonville, Kentucky area, you're one of the good spots right now in our area to get a better chance to see some accumulated snowfall on Saturday. And I drew a white line up here because I think all of us, even in Indiana, it's not like you're not going to see anything. I still think you could see some light snow showers, but it's going to be much lighter and weaker. And I guess there could be minor accumulations, but it's still early in this point. But right now I still think there could be some light snow through here, but certainly the better chances are going to be shaping up in that blue shading across the area. So that's just kind of a look at things right now based on what we're looking at. And I want to go through the system tomorrow night that's going to bring the showers. So tomorrow we're very warm, and we'll have a cold front coming through tomorrow night with scattered showers and maybe a couple rumbles of thunder, especially to the southwest, where there's the chance, I think, to see a little thunder. And notice that snow actually up in Ohio and Pennsylvania tomorrow night. Certainly a sign that we're getting colder air coming back in. And as we go through Friday, it's a dry day. Temperatures will continue to drop, though. We'll likely hover in the 40s probably on Friday. So a chilly day coming in on Friday, and it only gets colder beyond that. And looking at now our weekend system on the GFS. Sorry, I went too far ahead there. Let's go back and show you, again, Friday's a dry day, but it's certainly a much colder day. And colder air will continue to ooze in here Friday night and into Saturday. We'll watch that precipitation begin to approach us from the west. As we go through early Saturday morning here, we're starting to see this moving in here across the area. You can see that snow over Iowa, Missouri, Illinois, and Missouri as well. And you also see that mixture as well. And as we go through today, Saturday, this precipitation will begin to overspread our area, taking that path here, kind of angling and pushing down across our western Kentucky counties. You can see by the time we get through the midday and afternoon hours Saturday, we have a snow band over Kentucky and southern Illinois, a lighter snow to the north here over Evansville and our southern Indiana counties, north of 64. So that's the look here on the GFS as we go through today, Saturday. You can see that snow band over Kentucky, and then that pushes east and out of here Saturday night. And Sunday will be a dry and very chilly day for us. And by the way, looking at the various ensembles of the GFS, they're actually in pretty good agreement. You do see some, slight differences, but for a few days out, this isn't a bad agreement here on the models. And when you look at all those ensembles, get them all together in one averaged output here. This is what the snowfall looks like from the model, if I can get it to load, as we go with this system. And you can see it's certainly focusing that heaviest snow, the most likely area here from western Kentucky, southern Illinois, and it clips far southern Indiana as well, and certainly Missouri as well. So that's kind of the area here. So this is certainly right now looking like the best chances to get that accumulating snow as we go through today, Saturday, with the system. And looking at the output, the snowfall output from the model, again, it's showing that best chance to get some accumulating snow over Kentucky and Illinois versus Indiana. But again, it's very early in this forecast. I want to stress that things will likely change between now and, say, tomorrow when you're watching the update, as the data could still change. And this is what the Canadian model is spitting out. It's not too different. It's, you got a little more snow here over parts of Tennessee, but it also has some lighter snow around Evansville and heavier snow over Missouri. So, a little different look there, but still showing that southern path of the snow. It might be a little too far south, but we'll see how this shapes up. I know the short-range NAM model is actually further north with this system, so it does bear watching to see how that plays out. And looking at our temperatures, that's another big story here. So we're going to be warm tomorrow, with temperatures getting up, I think, to around 70 for the high. But then we're going to see temperatures turning much cooler by the time we get to Thursday night, and especially during the day Friday. So if I can get this to load here, sorry, it's taking a minute here. But again, we're going to warm up nicely on Thursday, near 70, and then the cold front arrives Thursday night, and Friday's a much chillier day for us with temperatures hovering in the 40s. And then we will see temperatures dropping Friday night as we wait for that precipitation to arrive, eventually falling towards the freezing mark, perhaps a little below that, by early Saturday morning. So, going back to our PowerPoint now, again, we're going to continue to keep a close eye on this. This is a very interesting setup, and one that needs to be watched very closely, because certainly the potential is there for a, perhaps a decent event for some of us, especially if you're in our Kentucky counties. There's a chance there could be a decent, dynamic band of snow that tries to set up on Saturday. Now, again, like I mentioned yesterday, there's uncertainties because of the time of day it's coming in. During the daytime, midday, with the heavier precipitation falling, that doesn't bode well because we have such a high sun angle in March. It's, during the day it's tough, especially when you've got, the warm ground and the warm roads. It does make this a kind of a tricky forecast, but it's all about the precipitation rates too, because if we get that band across western Kentucky, that band where we see some heavier precipitation and it comes down at a good rate, it's going to stick no matter what. So, it's going to be all about the precipitation rates too. So, given all of this right now, again, it's still very early, and it's too early to pin down any accumulation totals. This track could still change. Again, it's been shifting southward. We'll see whether it's kind of holds course now, or whether it can kind of try to trim back north a little bit, or if it goes, we'll have to just wait and see. But it's still possible to see shifts, because the actual system will not get on shore until tomorrow night. So, it doesn't mean there will be changes, but it means that we're still not getting great data into this piece of energy that's going to be coming down and merging with another system over Texas, and that's what's going to feed into this decent storm system for us on Saturday. So again, we'll keep a close eye on this. It's an interesting setup, and nobody should be saying we're not going to get snow, nor should anybody saying we're going to get major snow. It's too early to say that, because there's so much uncertainty here in this forecast. But it's an interesting setup, and we'll keep a close eye on it as we go through the next few days. So just keep it here to Metro Weather Watch for watching this, and we will keep you updated on the very latest. And have a great rest of your night, everyone. Enjoy the warm weather tomorrow, because we are going to turn cooler as we go through the day of Friday, and certainly a chilly weekend on the way.